Okay, so we're out here by Butte, Illinois on one of our farms that we work with, and we run into things called suck holes, and those are just little holes in the ground that we detect when we're harvesting or when we're planting, and that's usually a tile. I have tile maps for this farm going back to 1910. So back then they used to lay tile by hand, and today we run it in by machine and we use plastic today. Back then they used clay and concrete and a variety of different materials. So once we find one of those suck holes, we're going to use something like this called a tile probe. And what we do is just push that down in the ground until we feel something. If we push down and we hit something hard, that could be a rock. But if we pull it up and we look at the tip and it might be red, that's going to be clay tile. It could be concrete tile. If we hit something and it kind of bounces a little bit, that's when it's going to be this plastic tile right here, because that tip just bounces on it. And if you hit hard enough, you can actually pierce one of these. So that's what we're going to do is going to try and fix this suck hole here. All right, so I did some digging here at this suck hole that we had, and I'm going to use a tile probe to try and find that tile really well. So like I said, if we push down with this on a plastic tile, it's going to bounce some, and if it goes onto a clay tile or concrete, it's going to hit hard. Oh, that wasn't very deep. This is old tile. That's what's broken. Okay, I'm just going to move it around. I don't know if you could hear that. Probably not. It was like a kind of a thud. It was not a bounce. Oh, there it is again. Okay. Boy, this thing must have been hand dug. It might have been done by my grandfather or my great-great-grandfather. Oh, there. That's really hard right there. All right, so I'm gonna just pinch my finger right there. So that's all the deeper. It's about a foot deep. So we got to be careful if we're doing deep ripping or anything like that. And we're going to dig down a little bit farther and just see what we find. Probably, I would guess, a broken tile, and then we're going to show you how we fix it. Okay, been digging some, have the tile probe here again. You know, normally we'd have a backhoe or a little excavator out here. This cornfield is always hard because these stalks are still in the way there, so they bunch up. But since this was so shallow, we just decided to do it by hand. So all right, let's see what I have here. All right, I'm gonna push down. Oh, do you hear that? It's right there. Okay, let me do a little bit more digging. Oh, now as hard as this ground is. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, there it is. You know, I said clay tile, but this isn't clay tile at all. This is the ceramic tile. This is really unique. You don't see this very often. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Oh, sure enough, here's a broken one right there. Oh my goodness. You know, here's a good one right there. And here's that broken one. Sure enough, the water was seeping down in there. So now we gotta get this all cleaned out. Oh, these old ceramic tiles, they last really good, but when they break, they break. All right, let me get this all cleared out. And then, good thing I have some replacement. Here, just wait right there, and I'll grab a replacement one. All right, you know, otherwise we'd have to tap in with some of that new plastic, and it's tough to do. You know, that plastic I showed you earlier, that was a 4-inch tile. These are 12-inch tiles, 12-inch ceramic tiles. So I'm going to put this in here, make sure it's nice and level. Oh yeah, that's going to get that water flowing down through the field better. So this is all we have to do to fix a tile out in the field. That's Ag Drainage 101.